sucks. It's very annoying because you can, I don't know if it just depends on the day or what, but I can get on the bus like Monday, Wednesday, Friday, like in the mornings, and it takes legit half an hour to get from West Campus to like University Hall, which is like not even 5 minutes away.
I have to leave for the buses 5-10 minutes earlier because I have an 8:30 a.m. class, and even with leaving a half hour, like leaving my apartment a half hour before class, I still end up being about 5 minutes late every single day.
Well, the construction obviously slows things down. It slows the traffic down, so it slows the buses down. We've had complaints from both the students on the bus and the drivers, because obviously they can't stay on schedule and they're there.
It's been difficult, but it's getting better. I think our supervisors do a good job of keeping us spaced and try to get the students on time.
Yeah, I mean, I think they're doing what they can. Whenever we're in a lot of traffic, I always like watch the CABS bus drivers, because I would always get so annoyed if I was in traffic like that, and they're always very patient.
They're professional drivers. They tend to take this in stride. It is frustrating for them because I ride the buses too, and I know that it's hard on them to have to be delayed in traffic. They don't like to be late. They don't like to make students late. But they, on the whole, I think they're handling it admirably.
What's made it more difficult for us as drivers is it's just added a level of unpredictability to what we're doing, because there may be some heavy equipment or a dump truck, or there always something is changing in how we approach certain turns. Lights may not be working. We recognize that it's difficult then for everyone who's trying to walk around campus too. That this sidewalk may be closed now, this crosswalk may be moved now because of the construction happening, and that adds another layer of unpredictability for us as drivers, because then we may have pedestrians entering the streets in places we've never seen them before. That's what makes it difficult for us as drivers to deal with that construction.
Definitely down Woody Hayes, like between Ag Campus and the Tuttle Park intersection. It's probably the worst because it's one lane.
Actually, along the rebuild and the work they're doing on Woodruff, on Woody Hayes and Woodruff, right by the north of the stadium and between the stadium and St. John Arena. And so yes, we are finding that the routes are taking longer to complete, and we are kind of backing up and our routes are running late.
That's what makes me late every single day, because sometimes I'll be on Campus Loop North or North Express, and with the Tuttle Woodruff intersection a mile ahead, the bus will be stopped waiting for a green light for a good flow of traffic go through, and then another one, and then another one. And we'll be sitting there for a good 15 minutes.
Hard for them to make the turn, and then the problem at that intersection was the cars were not stopping back where they were supposed to stop, so the drivers could then not make the turn until we backed the cars up. So
I don't know if they could have broken up all the construction they did on Woody Hayes into sections, but it just seems like you're doing all of that at once.
That I agree full-heartedly. I don't know why they didn't wait till the summer like they did for 315. That was clearly not the peak time for the university with all the students not being here.
On this specific project, if we would stretch it out too long, we wouldn't be able to get as big enough clumps of work done.
So they're very good about working with us to say, hey, we'll delay the project a little bit so that we minimize the impact.
So we really work with TNP. They've been through with us all through design, figure out how their bus routes go through the site before we were in construction, during construction, how they're going to get through, and after when we're done, what are their routes going to look like.
I would have to say I haven't seen a change at all in any of the approach that they've really taken.
Annoying that such a big university that has so much money and so many funds that it still takes them this long to get construction done.
Yeah, right now it does seem like every time we take a turn, every time you walk out of a building, you're walking into a fence. The nice thing is, hopefully that means that in a fairly short period of time, relatively so, that means you'll be able to walk out of a lot of buildings and not see any fences.
It's something that sucks right now, or it's terrible because it's slowing you down. I wish they would have done a better job planning and done it in the summer, but I think in the long run it'll be great.
It's tough, but it's a short-term thing. By the end of the summer things will be much better, and I think they know that short-term pain for a long-term gain.
Buckeye Village. Connection is available to go to